At this point in the preseason, we're continuing to look at the usage of these skill position players and these backup quarterbacks, and so I've got some immediate football card analysis and takeaways for you from last night's game, plus some eBay sold comping analysis and some comparable charts to share with you in this video, so let's dig in. David Montgomery missed another preseason game with an undisclosed injury, allowing Herbert to play 100% of the snaps with the starter for a second straight week. He again left the game once the starters were finished, so it's absolutely good to see them allow Khalil Herbert this larger role. I think this is going to lead to a larger role this season. He was once again incredibly efficient. Khalil Herbert should be a mainstay in that Chicago offense and definitely a guy with his youth that I want to invest in. Look at something cool like this. This is new with the little fire flame emojis on the optic there. Rookie card, apparently a case hit that sold for about 60 bucks. You can see his prices are very low. We're not expecting a playoff push from the Bears, but still a fun player to invest in. Now, a quick follow-up from yesterday's mail day video. I already sold that Damien Pierce card you saw me purchase for about $12, $13 out the door for $60. He was last week's highest graded running back, which led the Texans to give him the starter treatment and rest him last night. However, do not buy into him now at these current prices. His cards have reached a much higher price tier, as you can see, and you do not want to be buying in at this price point for a player on the Houston Texans. And if we look at the Carolina Panthers at the New England Patriots, both Matt Corral and Bailey Zappi struggled in this game. Matt Corral going 9 for 15 with a sack, 68.2 quarterback rating. You can see there are some transactions here for Matt Corral. On average, his autograph cards from Leaf are about $25. Cards from Legacy out of 49, about $45, $50. I would avoid him right now. Bailey Zappi's somewhat come back down to earth after having a great preseason week 1 performance for the Patriots. He went 16 for 25, 173 yards, and an interception, plus a sack. Had a QB rating of 67.6, but you can see his rookie autograph cards are considerably more expensive. These legacies numbered out of 149, going for about $150. People are still dropping some pretty serious money right now on Bailey Zappi, so if you're holding, definitely a great time to sell these college cards. The real focus right now for me on the New England Patriots is the running backs. With James White's retirement and Brandon Bolden's departure, Damien Harris took the 1st and 4th drives, Ramondre Stevenson the 2nd and 5th, and Ty Montgomery the 3rd and 6th. Chances are Montgomery will see more of that passing down work, and Damien Harris and Ramondre Stevenson will get more of that early down work once the season hits. Ramondre Stevenson received the work on the first 2-minute drill, which he never did last season. So it's definitely worth noting. We can see that there's definitely hype that exists for both of these running backs, but you can see currently right now the Ramondre Stevenson, for example, optic rookie ticket auto numbered out of 13 for $150. The National Treasures out of 49 for $100. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that bell notification icon, so you don't miss out on anything. Now back to the action. Compared to the Damien Harris, a 4-color rookie patch select rookie auto numbered out of 49 for $75. So they're about neck and neck with about 2 years in age between them. So I'm definitely prefer targeting Ramondre Stevenson, but if you can get something like this, a Silver Prism auto rookie of Damien Harris for $10.99 free shipping, that was a nice little deal right there somebody got. But those card prices are nothing compared to Mac Jones, whose Silver Prism rookie card currently going for $115 plus $5 ship. Even these short print optic, like this one right here, this purple flash going for $56 in auction this morning when it's a good time for buyers, or this best offer accepted here around $60, $70 for an orange laser prism non-serial number. These are very elevated prices. A great time to take advantage of selling Mac Jones cards, as he's one of the most hyped quarterbacks in the NFL right now, and the Patriots are an incredibly hard AFC conference. So making the playoffs is going to be a difficult stretch for them this year, but there's tons of believers, tons of success baked into these current card values of Mac Jones. So when you can get a Silver Prism sold for $130 on a 2021 rookie, you want to go ahead and look at doing that, so especially something like this, another black prism there for Chronicles, and any of these cards that are non-serial numbered. There's just a lot of them out there, and when you can sell these and they move so easily like this, even a base optic, base donruss, You can sell those for 5, 10, 15 bucks. It's a great time to sell some Mac Jones. Let's do our weekly check-in on Baker Mayfield versus Sam Darnold. Neither one of them started in this game last night, but currently the reports out of camp are that Baker Mayfield will start the season. And obviously Matt Corral has a long ways to go before he's NFL ready. Look at the current value, you can see this, and the Prism's kind of taken away here. The Prism has jumped up now to 125. That's an increase over the last transaction. The current trend was about $90. The last transaction, buy it now. This is important, guys, because buy it now signifies that someone wanted that instant gratification, wanted to get them a piece of Baker Mayfield. That's how you know the hype is going up. So the Baker Mayfield Prism PSA 10 now up to 125. We could see that continue to climb because when you look at the overall chart, comparing elite 2018 and 2019 quarterbacks to Baker Mayfield, of course, he's much lower than them, you know. It's going to be Josh Allen in first place with a base Donruss PSA 10 about $280, followed by Lamar Jackson at $85.50, a Kyler Murray at $71, and then the Baker around $50. So you definitely think that at that price, I think both Lamar and Kyler have a lot of room to go up. And obviously there's a lot of success already baked into the card values of Josh Allen. And Baker Mayfield at that current price with that revenge game week 1 against the Cleveland Browns absolutely has the potential to go up as well. Ian Book is a guy that I'm avoiding altogether. He had another subpar night last night. Even though he did throw a touchdown, he also took 2 sacks, threw 1 interception, had a quarterback rating of 63.5. And you can see people are buying his cards, but they're pretty cheap, you know, comparatively speaking. His 2021 Optic Contenders cracked ice numbered out of 22, going for about 150. This is a card that would go for a couple grand if it was on Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, those kind of guys. Here's a perfect example where the Mac Jones is going for $120 on his Silver Prism. The Ian Book about $5, but you can still see people are buying it. People are still making those investments, those purchases on Ian Book rookie cards. So if you got him, take advantage of this little preseason coverage that he is getting. He did have a few rushes. He had 7 carries for 49 yards with a 27-yard run. So even though he did lose a fumble as well, so I'm not recommending you buy these to attempt to flip. I'm recommending if you got them, go ahead and try and sell them and take what you can right now. On the other side of that ball, Jordan Love got some more playing time, went 12 for 24, 113 yards, had a touchdown in this game as well to none other than Romeo Doubs. It was a long of 21 yards, did take a sack, overall quarterback rating of 77.3. We can still see considerable hype for Jordan Love as he gets a lot of playing time throughout this preseason process. And he does have flashes of brilliance out there on the field, and there are people paying some pretty decent money for his cards. You can see some pretty high-end purchases going off here, even the horizontal autographed patch out of $249 for just under $100. Or what about this XR RPA out of $25 for $80? Optic on-card auto numbered out of $50 for almost $200. So Jordan Love, look at the cracked ice rookie ticket auto of Jordan Love, that card about $1,000. So absolutely, if you've got Jordan Love cards in your portfolio and you're not wanting to hold on to them to potentially next preseason, now is a great time to liquidate Jordan Love as his cards are appreciating in value right alongside of Romeo Doubs. These guys keep hooking up in the preseason for some big plays. Look at the non-serial numbered rookie Bowman U refractor autographs cards here for $65, or the Prestige non-serial number Romeo Doubs college uniform cards here going for about $75. Romeo Doubs is incredibly hyped up. He's one of the most hyped up rookie skill position players next to George Pickens and Damien Pierce right now in the preseason process. His cards are going for an exorbitant amount of money, and if you got them, absolutely liquidate these college uniform cards ASAP, because they will lose value as the season progresses. And it is worth noting here that this could be a routine occurrence where we see Romeo Doubs scoring in these games. I mentioned yesterday's live stream that AJ Dillon in the Sleeper Bowl did draft Romeo Doubs to his fantasy team, as well as Aaron Rodgers. Last but not least, takeaways from the Texans at the Rams. Davis Mills here goes 10 for 17 on 96 yards, had a 94.2 QB rating, a long pass of 32 yards. Davis Mills still very much hyped up, still having a lot of transactions, and we're still very bullish on Davis Mills, but we're not investing in him at these current prices. I am avoiding him right now at these current prices. His Silver Prism auto for $255. I'm going to wait because the thing is, the Houston Texans in that incredibly loaded AFC conference, chances are very, very slim of them making the playoffs, at which point I can invest in the Davis Mills at a much lower price threshold than this currently. Base rookie ticket autos for $250, base Silver Prism autos for $250. A guy that I would invest in right now would be a Nico Collins. He's the guy who received the touchdown from Davis Mills last night, and I think Nico Collins takes a big step forward in his career as a receiver, has top 10 receiver upside in his range of outcomes, and I really like investing in Nico Collins. He's a guy that I would invest in to pop off in terms of production. When you can buy a rookie ticket auto for less than $20, about $15, that's a sweet spot for me. Some of his more rare stuff maybe going for a little bit more, but if you can find something in auction that is autographed, short print, that is ending like this, an Optic Contenders rookie ticket auto for about $10 or less, that is an absolute smash buy for me, and I will get in at that price point all day on Nico Collins. Last but not least, I would say it is noteworthy that Brevin Jordan is going to be their tight end one. With the amount of pressure that Davis Mills faces behind a below average offensive line, this big body tight end is going to be a critical component. He had a very impressive receiving profile from the University of Miami, and again, when you can get rookie ticket autos for less than $10, that's a nice little entry price point to invest in a guy based on production alone from a fantasy football standpoint. And these could easily go up to $20, $30 to a respectable level just based on his production, even if the team is not necessarily winning a bunch of games and making the playoffs. All right, we're going to be dialed into the games today because we've got a lot of games kicking off, including the Broncos and the Bills, the Lions and the Colts, the Commanders and the Chiefs, the Steelers and the Jags, the Raiders and the Dolphins, the Niners and the Vikings, the Bucks and the Titans, the Cowboys and the Chargers, plus another 3 games tomorrow, the Eagles, Browns, Bengals, Giants, Ravens, Cardinals, plus a game on Monday night, Falcons, Jets, where we look at the usage, break it down from a football card fantasy football perspective, and give you guys that analysis, including the comparable sold data from eBay, to give you an idea of what the market health looks like, to give you an idea of what certain players' cards are currently trading at, so you know whether to buy, sell, or hold. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in that next video. Peace.